Right, we are live, 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 we are live. Hey, guys, it is Old Man G here, back again with another post-match reaction for Red Devil Studio, and it is Manchester United 5, Bournemouth 0, and what was an incredible performance by Manchester United, and suddenly Ole Gunnar Solskjaer should be winning over the plaudits. Shout out to True Devils and Don Rag in the comments. True Devils, I will be doing some more fan cams at the end of this. Just haven't had the time. Don Raglan says Greenwood over Rashford. I would agree. We're going to talk about Greenwood in a second. But my goodness, man, that game was phenomenal. It was. I mean, let's break it down. Let's break it down. By the way, if you're new to the channel, remember to please like, share, and subscribe to Red Devil Studio. Follow us on Twitter, United X, and smash that notification button to latest Manchester United. Apologies, we're not in the studio. I'd usually be in the studio, but when I'm at work or behind, I can't get it. I don't have the green screen, all that sort of stuff like that. So under normal circumstances, I've been in the studio. I'll be in the studio from tomorrow, I think. But mate, guys, I must confess, when we went a goal down due to that Maguire and De Gea mix-up, Maguire gets nutmegged, and then De Gea gets beaten near post. To like, is this going to be a situation where like Bournemouth, and that's what happened as I expected. Bournemouth, when they got the goal, they dropped deep, and they weren't letting us have any space, and we got frustrated for some time. But Mason Greenwood, Mason Greenwood, man. Mason Greenwood has been absolutely phenomenal. His rise has been absolutely phenomenal, and fingers crossed, you know, so he can continue with this rise, because the goal that he scored to equalize it, to level up, was absolutely insane, and it was a brilliant strike. And Manchester United equalized to go 1-1. Marcus Rashford scores the penalty after that insane handball from the Bournemouth player. We're 2-1 up. Normal services resumed. Rashford gets a goal for his confidence, and we're climbing, and we're climbing, and we're climbing. And then Martial, who's been getting a lot of criticism. I don't know why Martial gets criticism, because the thing that people don't seem to understand about Anthony Martial is what he does off the ball. He does a lot of important stuff off the ball, and he showed how skillful he is in a sense of like, came off that left hand side and top bins that curl, that oh man, that was probably, in my opinion, the best goal of the game. Although Mason Greenwood's second goal, which we'll come on to a second, is probably second to that. But that goal by Martial, 3-1, control of the game going into the halftime, and suddenly, you know, United could easily get 4, get 5, get 6, just because of how much we're just carving them open. Bournemouth knowingly having to come out, because obviously they need to go out and equalize and win. We're giving us more space. You know, as soon as we go ahead, and I said this at the start, if we go ahead, you know, it's going to be worse for Bournemouth, because they're not going to be able to. They're going to have to come out. Eddie Howe doesn't know how to play compact completely, and they're going to have to come out and play, and they're going to concede, and that's essentially what happened. Come the second half, I don't know what happened with Lindelof coming off. I don't know whether the only thing I can confess, shout out to Rasmus, hope you're doing well, buddy, hope you're doing well. Whether he's picked up a knock, which, you know, again, I'm concerned about, because, you know, typically this is the thing, you know, we're playing Lindelof and Maguire all the time. You get this. Bayer comes on. Bailly is a bit shaky, you can bet, but it's not his fault. Bear in mind, he's not been playing consistently. He's only the match he's played against Norwich, so he's going to be a bit rusty. But I don't blame him. I blame Matic for giving him quite a dodgy ball, and Maguire for not clearing, who didn't have his. I don't think Maguire had a best game. I think Lindelof, to be honest, was better than Maguire. Honestly, I generally think Lindelof had a better. He made 2 very good interceptions, Lindelof, and it's a bit concerning that he's not fit. But Bayer comes in. The VAR decision, to be honest with me, is debatable, because frankly, I think it comes off his shoulder. I don't think it comes off his arm. There was a similar one in La Liga where they didn't give it because it was off his shoulder. Like, this here is not hand. Okay, arm, okay, from here downwards. If it's here, its shoulder, and that's where it happened. But they got the penalty. It was 3-2 from Josh King, and you're thinking, what's going to happen? And then Mason Greenwood goes from boy to man with a fantastic goal from the right-hand side. He goes from boy to man. That excellent finish. And as soon as we get that fourth goal, Bournemouth heads drop. They just drop. They just completely and totally drop, and they leave a space. And then the free kick by Bruno Fernandes to make it 5-2. Game's over. We can make our subs, and Manchester United completely, we're going to get top four. We're going to get top four because, as I said a while ago, we struggle to break down teams. And now we're carving teams open like it's nothing. We're going to play Villa and we're going to carve them open. Okay, we're going to play Southampton and we're going to carve them open. We're going to play Palace and we're going to carve them open. And honestly, I think we're going to play Leicester and we're going to carve them open. It's just as simple as that. Now, let me read into your comments. The title is Greenwood Supreme because he just had a masterclass today. I think this has been his best performance in a Manchester United shirt, and that's not just because of the goals. Just looking at some of your comments, guys. Don Ragnar, Greenwood future equals Ballon d'Or, future Burnley FC. That's a bit harsh. Let's praise the team though, Don Ragnar. Let's praise the team. Let's praise the team because I don't think when you're scoring 5 goals, you're not doing that much wrong, because the interchange between those front three, I think, is quite potent. I think it's quite relevant, and that's what you could see. Martial, Rashford, Greenwood, all interchanging, and my goodness. But I'm glad we can recognise the potential and the talent that Mason Greenwood has. True Devil says player like Greenwood. Joel Abraham, shout out to you guys. Remember, guys, remember to like the vid, like the vid, and share the vid if you can. Really, really appreciate it. The 2 goals epitomizes Greenwood's left foot and right foot. Exactly. One was left, one was right. This guy is 2-footed. Okay. And, the sky's the limit for him. I don't want to overhype him too much. But the thing is that, for me, the difference between him and Martial and Rashford is because of his composure. He can score in the box. A lot of his goals have come from outside the box or just outside the box. He's clinical. He doesn't need that many chances. Bear in mind how many starts has Mason Greenwood had. And he scored, I think, 13, 14 goals in how many starts this season? How many goals has Tammy Abraham scored? And he started goodness knows how many games. You know what I mean? So how many goals has Harry Kane? Well, Harry Kane has got 19, I think. But still, for the amount of starts, I mean, it's brilliant, this kid. And I think we're on to something, because we're talking about Sancho, man. And the reality is that, Sancho, who's obviously good, who's talented, Greenwood's going to compete. He's going to compete, and he can get better. He can get better. I'm looking forward to seeing a lot of this guy. I really, really am. Raymond Moore, how are you doing? Well, masterclass by United. It was a masterclass. It was an absolute masterclass, and I was getting bantered by other fans when Bournemouth scored, and normal service resumed. And this is the thing: the mentality of Manchester United Football Club is changing now. It's changing because before our heads would droop, we'd slop, we wouldn't really be up for it, and now we are, and that's the big difference, in my opinion. Not doing well, but fans. Mate, Rasmus, man, thank you for your ongoing support. This is one of our members, by the way, guys, who supports this channel, and he's been here since the beginning. So shout out to Rasmus A. And that's also a plug to those. If you want to, please consider supporting the channel by joining membership. Links in the description and on the channel page. I really, really appreciate it. But I hope this win at least makes you feel better, buddy. Thanks again for everyone who's watching. Please like the vid, share the vid, and subscribe, and get your comments in, get your thoughts. What did you think about this game? What did you think about how he played? What the future holds for Manchester United? What can we still get top 4? And if you're interested in doing a fan cam or one-on-one interview, let me know in the comments, and I will send the link out. Before I go into the player ratings, let me just quickly go for the rest of your comments. I can't believe that we're even debating disallowing the Bruno goal. I think the query with the Bruno goal was that like Matic's foot was offside, and then I think they're thinking whether that interfered with play. That's the only thing I can think of. Whether it was interfering with play, I don't know. That's the only thing I can think of. I think we need to ban VAR. Yes, or at least get competent referees. I wouldn't say completely get rid of it, but the referee's interpretation of rules can sometimes be questionable because, like I said, for the penalty, this for me is not arm. So I don't get that under the new rules. Raymond Moore, Greenwood strike is no joke. Such power. That's yes, Raymond Moore. Good. Mention it. Power. The power that Mason Greenwood had on that shot was absolute. The fact that he can strike, the precision, but also the power on that side is just absolutely and totally just. Oh, it was just beautiful. Absolutely and totally beautiful. Just brilliant. Mbappe or Greenwood at age 18. Let's True Devil, steady. Mbappe or Greenwood at steady. Let's just chill. Let's just chill. Raymond, we still have lost a game since Bruno joined. Man as Messiah. Exactly. We're still unbeaten. We are still unbeaten since, I think, is that now not 15 games? 15 games, I think. 15 or 16 games unbeaten, which was our original run. So potentially we could go unbeaten for the rest of the season. We could, because I've got, bar defensively, I've got high hopes, or I think we can beat Chelsea. I think we can beat City. We just need to, if Lindelof is out, and that's a shame because I think Lindelof actually had a very good game, this might give Bayer a chance to slip in and actually try and produce some good performances and help us at the back. It's quite important. Rasmus saying, what do you think about Rashford taking penalties to the Bruno? Yeah, that was a bit weird. But if it's just to get his confidence up, then fair enough, because I think Bruno was taking them. I think it might be a team thing of, he wants his goal, he wants a bit of confidence, and, and to put us 2-1 up, because I think from a mentality point of view, if Rashford to take that penalty, to score it and basically get us in the lead gave him confidence, gave the team confidence, and so from a mentality point of view, it was great for the rest of the team. Had he missed, I could see how that might not have worked, but him scoring it was just was really useful. It was really useful. Amos says, forget top 4. Could we get top 3? Potentially. I mean, Leicester did win today, which is fair enough. I did expect them to beat Crystal Palace, to be honest, because Crystal Palace have gone on holiday. I expect us to beat Crystal Palace because they've gone on holiday. They do this every year where as soon as they're safe, they just go on holiday. So that doesn't expect me. Chelsea against Watford is going to be interesting tonight because Watford are also battling for relegation and they've already lost points due to West Ham. We're not dropping points against these teams now. Chelsea have still got to play Liverpool and Wolves as well, and it's going to be tight. It's going to be really tight. And we do watch it now, and I've got busy. I've got things to do, and I've got your fan cam to do as well potentially after this. So I'll send the link on the thing. For me, the most important proof that Avalon has got to be Matic. Exactly. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is almost like he's made Nemanja Matic, prime Matic again, prime Matic at Chelsea. I mean, I don't think today was necessarily Matic's best game, but still, like he still had a very solid performance, and him, Pogba, and Bruno, and that because Fernandes doesn't necessarily have the defensive responsibility. He can just keep on doing what he's doing. He's a phenomenal player, guys. Fernandes was 47 million. Just think about that. Bruno Fernandes was only 47 million. That is a steal for the quality that Bruno Fernandes plays. An absolute steal. Let me so before I get into player ratings, guys, what are your thoughts on Mason Greenwood? What can he do? What's his potential? What is his limit? Because Mason Greenwood had a phenomenal game. I mean, I was disappointed for him that he had to come off for his hat trick, but this guy had a phenomenal game. He's taken his opportunity and he has absolutely blitzed it from that right-hand side. He's not even a natural right winger. He played as a number 9, as a striker in the youth, and yet he can play right. He can play left. He can play in the middle. That's what's why it's so I'm so hyped by this guy, because he can play in so many different positions. It's crazy. He can play on the left, although we have Rashford and Martial to play there. He can play for the right. He can play for the middle. Mason Greenwood, man, he's something. He's something. I think you're going to be seeing, unfortunately, a lot less of Daniel James. I think that he's now gone down the pecking order in terms of who's going to start out on the right, because we know what's going to happen. We know. Average Joe, shout out to you, buddy. Hope you're doing well, man. I really hope you're doing well. We got that win. We got that W. And you'll see me on, if you ever follow Have Hope or HH's podcast or show tonight. If Chelsea lose, I'm coming for him, and I'm coming for Abdullahi as well. I'm coming for those Chelsea fans. If they lose against Watford, after being bantered last week because Chelsea beat Man City and Liverpool won the league and all this stuff, and United now an irrelevant club, I'm gonna start. We're gonna be making some. I'm gonna be coming for some people. I really, really am. Sky's the limit, says Rasmus A. For Greenwood. He can only define limit by his hard work and attitude. Exactly. Greenwood is different. Exactly. I agree to all these things, because at the end of the day, I think for me, the thing about Greenwood that's different from, like Rashford when he came through, is that it's just his composure. This is the thing. It's his. I think what will happen. Obviously, what will happen after a while is that, like, people will start to mark him, But the thing is, and this is what's so scary about Manchester United right now, is that our front six is so potent that who do you mark? Martial is so potent. So right, okay, you need to go and mark Martial and make sure that he doesn't run, and then so you take defenders away. Oh wait, we have to look at Greenwood. So you take players around him. Oh wait, Rashford is on his own. Oh wait, Bruno Fernandes is coming. Oh wait, Pogba. You can't, like, the players are so good and so interchangeable. They're moving around that, like, who exactly do you mark or focus on? It's not like Barcelona right now, that if you just immobilize Messi, you basically just sort of shut Barcelona down effectively. There's so many players, so many quality players this Manchester United side coming through. Who exactly do you stop? Who exactly do you stop in this Manchester United side? Like, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Fully live. I'll join with the banter, mate. Imagine if we have Koulibaly and Sancho. I mean, like I said, Average Joe, if we what was I saying? If Lindelof, I'm not sure why Lindelof went off. It's possible that he got a knock. So Bai will come in. So let's see how that goes. It is a bit concerning, because we only have 2 fit. If Lindelof is injured, we only have 2 fit centre backs now, Maguire and Bai. I'm hoping that Twancy comes back. I'll be posting an injury update soon to see what his progress is. Phil Jones should not Phil Jones is injured and should not be anywhere near the squad. He shouldn't be anywhere near the squad. Yeah, we need to touch and go that Lindelof is not, because we're going into a crucial time. We have Villa, I think, then Villa, Southampton, Crystal Palace, then we play Chelsea in the semis, and then West Ham, I think, and then it'll be Leicester. So for me, the next 3 games, we need to beat Villa, we need to beat Southampton, we need to beat Crystal Palace. We get those games, another 9 points, and you'd like to think by then we should probably be firmly in top 4, okay? Because hopefully Leicester and Chelsea would have dropped points, Fingers crossed, but we'll see. But we're going to get it. We're going to get it. Even if we don't, I still can't fault the players, because they've turned it around, So, and looking at this squad is easily good enough to win the Europa League. Easily, 5th, because we've done about City, but this is easily. And I'll show you guys the table in a second. But anyway, let me quickly go for the player ratings. Let me know if you guys agree with the player ratings. I'd usually have a slideshow, but I don't have that because I'm not in the studio. So I'm sorry, guys. You just have to make do. But let me know what you agree. So first and foremost, David De Gea player rating. David De Gea gets, for me, he gets I think you get to 6.5. And that's solely just because you know, you shouldn't be getting beaten at your near post like that, David De Gea. You really, really shouldn't, David. You should not be getting beaten at the near post. You know, it's just you shouldn't. And you know, there were one or two passes where I was just kind of like, outside of that, he didn't. I don't recall him making any real fantastic saves or anything like that. Free Life says, "Why don't we play 10 Meggy from youth? Not at this moment in time, pre-season, but not in this one. We can't do that, in my opinion." Rasmus A, do you think Wolves are a threat? No, Wolves aren't a threat to Manchester United if we continue to win our games. Simple as that. And at the end of the day, Wolves. The big thing for me is Wolves have to play Chelsea, and that helps us in that respect, you know. But if we continue winning our games, how can Wolves be a threat? Because our goal difference is so superior. We've now climbed, they're not, you know, we have the goal difference advantage. So yeah, De Gea, I think average Joe says 5. Yeah, I don't want to give anyone less than a 6 if we won the game usually, unless they've had a really, really bad performance. But I would give De Gea 6.5. I mean, just because he's just because of that incident. Harry Maguire, I probably would give I'll give him a 6 as well, because I did think that he even that pass, that mix up for before the penalty, you know, that was him, you know, passing it to Match in a weird way. He shouldn't have done that. And then getting nutmegged there. I mean, you get nutmegged sometimes, but I mean, I don't think he's had better performances. Let's put it that way. And I think Lindelof, who went off, I think Lindelof gets a solid 7 for me. I think he had 7.7.5 actually. I think Lindelof made 2 or 3 very good clear interceptions, and that's why for me he gets that, he gets it without a shadow of a doubt. He does. Sorry, yeah. Rasmus Raymond Moss. I think Maguire's not the person back for us in the long run. Still need to surge. We need someone at a central pace. That's why I'm interested to see how this by Maguire partnership works, because if Lindelof is injured and Bai is our centre back, he could get a nice good run, which could see him potentially be really good. But you know, he's still a bit erratic sometimes. But yeah, Lindelof gets a 7 for me before he went off, based on his first half performance. Then Wan-Bissaka I think gets another. I think a solid 7 for me again. Mr. Reliable, Mr. Consistent. He must be being told to push up really high, because there were quite a few times where Bournemouth were coming down the right hand side. I was like, this is strange. Where's Wan-Bissaka? But he just must be being told to go down the right hand side, you know, several times, you know. So it just is what it is. But you know, fair enough. You know, fair enough. Sorry, 2 seconds. What am I doing? But yeah, I think that for me is just where he would. What am I trying to say? I wouldn't say that it was it was the best game from Wan-Bissaka, but Wan-Bissaka is so consistent. That's why I've just noticed that I've got preview on the image, not post match reaction. That's why. 2 seconds, guys. 2 seconds. There we go. That's better. Okay, hopefully the thumbnail should have changed now, guys. Sorry about that. Stupid. It's got preview on the front and not on the post-match reaction vid. Anyway, let's keep on going. Yeah, preview. It should be post-match reaction. But anyway, yeah, better performance. His performances, but Mr. Wan-Bissaka is fine. Luke Shaw again, likewise. I think had a good solid 7. I think if anything, I'd argue Luke Shaw. I think he created a few more chances than Wan-Bissaka. I don't think defensively he had really any issues. I think they weren't really even going down his side really. So Luke Shaw absolutely, definitely, I think gets a solid 7.5 for me. I think that he's proving a lot of his critics wrong. And, you know, we can go from strength to strength at the end of the day, you know. So, fair play to Luke Shaw. Going into the midfield, Nemanja Matic, another 8. While he did make that sloppy pass back to Bailly, which I think was not exactly ideal, at the same time, he really did. He gives us the stability. He gives us the stability, Matic. Again, he has had better games, but for me, Matic, another very, very solid performance, an 8. Pogba, 8.5, and Bruno Fernandes, I would say a 9. I mean, these guys are just bossing it. Pogba is just, oh my goodness, he's just, you can see the pressure. The pressure is not on Pogba anymore, and he's happy to share that burden, share that load, if that makes any sense, from oh geez, well, I've got this stupid, share that burden, share that load, sorry guys, share that burden, share that load away, and it being, with Matic, with Bruno, and you're getting a better player out of Paul Pogba. This is the thing, this is what people don't understand. It's like a lot of people expected Paul Pogba to gone are the days of football where one guy carries a team. That shouldn't be how Manchester United should be. We shouldn't be relying on one individual or even two individuals to just carry the team and do well, because if that player gets injured, then that's it. And that was our problem this season. We're relying on Pogba, relying on this team, this player, this person to try and carry Manchester United through. That's not how we should be as a football club. We should be having 6 or 7 really, really good players who can really take us forward. And that's how we should be, and that's what I can see this Manchester United side. It's not just Pogba now that has to bear the burden. It's got Matic, you've got Bruno, you've got Martial, you've got Greenwood, you've got Wan-Bissaka, you've got all these quality players around and really, really helping us go forward. So Pogba gets 8.5, Bruno gets a 9 for me. Brilliant free kick by Bruno Fernandes, creating so many things. What is a bad game of Bruno Fernandes, really? Maybe against Norwich, but Bruno Fernandes, man, is just something else. For 47 million, guys, I'm seeing Liverpool fans fume. Bruno Fernandes is the player that Liverpool need, that creative midfielder, which they don't have, or they think they might get in Thiago. But what can I say? I'm speechless. I can't say more about Bruno Fernandes. 9.5. Sorry, 9, because I'm going to reserve that. Martial, I think, also gets a 9. For me, guys, Martial, people seem to not really see what he does off the ball, and that free kick, was absolutely stunning and superb. He draws defenders away from him. It's a thankless job being a number 9, but Martial plays with pride. And he's smiling, so he's never been grouchy. He's never lazy. Don't believe all the crap that the media sort of say. He's a phenomenal player, and my goodness, guys, he's something else. He's something else, guys. He just is something. By the way, for those watching, this is a post-match reaction or preview. Apologies if you're getting confused by the thumbnail. I really, really do apologize. But I should have changed it before I went live, so I'm sorry. Who's next? Greenwood gets a 9.5. Because he's young, because he's scored 2 fantastic Gs, and because he is a player that has the potential to be really, really good, to surpass some top quality players. Someone was even saying, if you even think about what the England front three could be going forward, it's phenomenal, really. Like I'm even thinking, could Greenwood even play in the number 9 role? If you look at the future, you got Sancho on the right, Greenwood up top, and then on the left, maybe Rashford or Sterling or something like that. Sterling, Greenwood, and Sancho. Drop Kane out, because let's be real, Kane is becoming more and more irrelevant. Let's be real here. Let's be real. And then finally, Marcus Rashford. I'll give Marcus Rashford a solid 7. He scored the penalty. He still looks a bit rusty, and he fell on his back. Like I said, guys, in previous shows, I am a bit concerned that he's got a back injury and he's playing for it, because he just looks a bit rusty. So I'm a bit concerned in that respect. But hopefully he'll pick on. But I think he does need a rest, because We'll see, though. We'll see. As far as the subs go, Bai, because he played the 50%, I'll give Bai a 7. After that shoulder incident, I think he was actually fine. He was helping United push up, and he was fairly comfortable. I don't blame him for the penalty. He shouldn't have been. Maguire shouldn't have passed the ball back to him. Well, Mata shouldn't have passed the ball back to him. Bai should have that pass out. So, it is what it is. Just going through some of your comments. 6.5 for that De Gea, 6 average, and the first goal was way below average for me. So I'm summarizing the whole game, Erasmus. That's why I wouldn't judge De Gea solely on that one incident. So like after that, he didn't really have much to do, and he didn't have any real issues. That's why. And what a win! Illinois says, "What a win, baby!" Exactly. It was a brilliant, brilliant win. See, this is the thing: positivity, carrying positivity, positivity. Pogba recognized how talented Bruno is. He did. He absolutely did. What a play we have in Bruno, Greenwood, and Pogba. Rasmus says that Pogba doesn't make an average team better, but he does improve a good team, and we can say the current team is a good team. Exactly. I think what I guess what I'm saying is that I think that Pogba does make an average team better, because if you take away Pogba and out of the United team, we're still worse. But I just think that it's more the idea of even I believe that gone are the days of teams win titles and we can't rely on a single individual. You can't have average players and one outstanding player and hope to succeed. You need multiple good players to succeed. That's what Liverpool have, that's what City have, and that's hopefully what Manchester United have as well. In a team, we need 1 or 2 players like Bruno. I think we do. I think we do have them. I think we do. We do. So the table. So let me just quickly show you the table, because I think that this is going to make some. Let's have a look. Nice reading. Manchester United on top 4. Okay, we are in top 4. If you see the table here, guys, if you see the table here, Manchester United, we played a game in hand more than Chelsea. We have 55 points and we are top 4. We are still 3 points behind Leicester, because obviously they beat Crystal Palace. It'll be difficult to catch their goal difference, if I'm perfectly honest. We're going to have to hope that they drop points at some point, hopefully against either an Arsenal or against a who do they have? They have Arsenal and Spurs, and I think another team I can't play. I think right now Wolves are 0-0 with Arsenal right now. Let me know on that update. We'll see how that goes. And then, and then, like I said, Manchester United 4 points. So fourth place. Chelsea with the game in hand with 54 points. A point behind. So if Chelsea obviously beat Watford, they will leapfrog us, and we'll be back to 5th again. We're only 2 points behind, but we're coming. We are coming. We are coming. We are coming. We are coming for top 4. And I think with the way that we played, we will get top 4, no problem. Thanks again for watching, guys. Remember, guys, if you're new to the channel, remember to please like, share, and subscribe to Red Devil Studio. Smash the notification button for latest Manchester United news. Support Old Manji. Consider becoming a member to get a lot of membership goodness. Take care, guys. I will be doing a Manchester United news show tomorrow evening, where we'll be rounding up all this stuff, and you'll be seeing some fan cams fairly soon. Have a nice day, guys, and cheers.